Coface is a world leader in trade credit insurance. Our mission is to help companies prevent and manage trade credit risk. We provide services to 50,000 companies around the world with our 4,500 employees, and the total protection we provide at any point is over 500 billion euros in 200 countries. Our mission is for trade. We have a deep conviction that trade is good for the world. We believe that our business needs to be a positive contributor to the society in which we live. At Coface, CSR means being a good employer for the incredible variety of people that we employ all over the world. It also means being a responsible investor. We have holdings of over 2.8 billion euros, which we invest in a variety of fields and areas. And it also means that our core business of protecting businesses needs to be connected with the sustainable world in which we want to operate. This crisis has shown us that more than ever, we need to be ready to change. We need to be ready to embrace a number of transformations that are going to be critical for the world in which we are. And Coface wants to be a part of this.
A few words about our ESG objectives. They are fully incorporated into our strategic plan, Build to Lead. I would like to underline that this ESG approach is not a recent one for Coface. We joined Global Compact in 2004. We employ over 54% women, and it is important to say that 40% of our managers are female. Coming to our targets. First target, use our business to make a positive impact on the world and be seen as a responsible actor. First of all, in order to support our customers, we have introduced an ESG component in our country risk and sector risk assessments. We also manage our assets in the framework of an SRI investment policy. Last but not least, our underwriting policy. As of today, we naturally have exclusions, but we would like to take that a little further and use this policy to make a positive impact on the fight against climate change. We are currently working on building a tool and a methodology which will allow us to measure the climate friendliness of our exposure and steer it to a greener zone. Target number 2 is to enhance the development of our employees and roll out some diversity and inclusion initiatives throughout the group. It is important to say that we had already developed a Women to Win initiative that was monitored by our CFO, who by the way is a woman, and under this plan we set up a women network. We developed mentoring initiatives, and we have decided to push this initiative a little further now. I mentioned that we had 40% female managers, but we only have 30% female managers in the top 200 senior managers. And we have undertaken to bring that percentage to 34% by the end of 2023. We have also developed a number of diversity and inclusion initiatives with a view to make Coface a more welcoming place to work for everybody. First initiative in relation with the LGBT+, and we have signed a charter with the French association, L'Autre Cercle. We also launched a number of initiatives in favour of the employment of disabled people. We would like our employees to think of us as a responsible employer. Target number 3 is to reduce our carbon footprint and manage our own transition. We have developed a travel policy, preferring rail over air. Finally, we have completely redesigned our car policy, shifting our fleet towards hybrid or electric. Nothing will happen if all the employees are not aware and do not participate fully in our efforts. So how are we going to do this? First, we are going to increase the internal communication. Second, we are going to develop e-learnings in 2021. We will appoint CSR ambassadors in every region. And last but not least, we have just appointed a CSR manager who will be in charge of rolling out the whole program throughout the group.
As a group CSR manager, my role is definitely to ensure that we deliver on our objective, we enrich our CSR strategy continuously, and we develop a CSR culture within Coface by fostering awareness. As a responsible employer, diversity and inclusion is a key component of our CSR strategy. In order to accelerate our work on gender equality, we decided to launch a global gender index based on the French model. We are very proud to be among the precursors of the expansion of this index on the global scale. So more globally, we are enhancing our initiatives to make Coface an even more inclusive workspace where everybody can feel safe and develop its own potential. For instance, we launched some initiatives to raise employees' awareness and train managers on disability situations. The ultimate goal is to support the employability of people with disabilities within Coface by offering dedicated support and finally increase the number of people with disabilities recruited. Now that we are a signatory of the LGBT+ Charter of l'Autre Cercle, we are redesigning our HR policies in order, for example, to ensure equal benefits for all. We are also creating workshops in order to increase awareness among the employees. I'm definitely convinced that a successful CSR strategy must be conducted and supported at each and every level of the company. To conclude, I would say that our motivation is also coming from our willingness to meet employees' expectations, and they are high. They are increasingly asking to work in a socially and environmentally committed company. It's good to see that this topic brings people together.